This is Corporate Collapse, the final part of this series. We have covered a company that hid debt behind accounting complexity for years, and a company that hid a broken product behind a trusted board for over a decade. FTX collapsed in about a week, and the fraud underneath it, once explained, is almost simple. Chapter 1: Crypto's Golden Boy. Sam Bankman-Fried, known widely by his initials SBF, founded the cryptocurrency trading firm Alameda Research in 2017 and the cryptocurrency exchange FTX in 2019, after a brief career at the Wall Street trading firm Jane Street. FTX grew explosively, becoming the third largest cryptocurrency exchange in the world by trading volume within a few years, and Bankman-Fried cultivated a very specific public image: disheveled hair, cargo shorts, and a self-presentation as the ethical, trustworthy face of an industry widely associated with scams and volatility. He was a major political donor, reportedly the second largest donor to Joe Biden's 2020 campaign, and a prominent advocate of effective altruism, a philosophy centered on maximizing the measurable good one's money and career can do in the world, a framing that made his eventual crimes land with particular force, since he had spent years publicly arguing he was accumulating wealth specifically in order to give almost all of it away. By early 2022, FTX was valued at $32 billion. Bankman-Fried appeared on magazine covers, testified before Congress, and struck naming rights deals, including the Miami Heat's arena, renamed FTX Arena, in a $135 million, 19-year deal. Chapter 2: The Backdoor. The core of the fraud involved the relationship between FTX, the exchange where ordinary customers deposited money in cryptocurrency to trade, and Alameda Research, Bankman-Fried's separate trading firm. In principle, these were supposed to be arm's-length, separate businesses. Alameda was just one of many trading firms that used the FTX exchange, and FTX's job was simply to run the exchange itself, safely holding customer funds it did not touch. In practice, prosecutors and FTX's own post-collapse CEO later established that FTX had built a secret exemption directly into its own code. Alameda Research held a special account on the FTX platform that was allowed to run an effectively unlimited negative balance, meaning Alameda could withdraw far more money than it had actually deposited. Drawing on customer funds FTX was supposed to be safeguarding, not lending out. Estimates presented at trial put the scale of customer funds funneled to Alameda at approximately $8 billion. That money was used for a range of purposes, covering enormous trading losses Alameda had racked up, particularly after the broader cryptocurrency market crashed sharply in 2022, real estate purchases in the Bahamas where FTX was headquartered, political donations, and venture investments. None of it was disclosed to FTX's customers, who believed their deposited funds were sitting safely on the exchange, available to withdraw at any time, the same basic assumption anyone makes about money held at a bank or brokerage. Chapter 3: The Bank Run. The collapse began on November 2, 2022, when the crypto news outlet CoinDesk published a leaked internal balance sheet showing that a huge portion of Alameda Research's assets consisted not of cash or established currencies, but of FTT, a token created and controlled by FTX itself, meaning much of Alameda's apparent net worth was, in effect, a number FTX had made up and assigned value to, rather than an asset with independent market value. This raised an immediate, obvious question: if Alameda's balance sheet was this fragile and this intertwined with FTX's own token, how separate were these companies really? Changpeng Zhao, CEO of the rival exchange Binance and an early FTX investor, announced on November 6 that Binance would sell off its own holdings of FTT, citing the CoinDesk revelations. That announcement triggered a classic bank run. FTX customers, suddenly uncertain their deposits were safe, rushed to withdraw their funds simultaneously. Because a large share of those funds had actually been quietly moved to Alameda and spent, FTX did not have the liquidity to honor the withdrawals. Within 72 hours, an exchange valued at $32 billion was unable to return customer money. Bankman-Fried publicly claimed on Twitter that FTX's assets were fine, only to reverse course days later.